Okay, welcome back everyone, this is John Wolf here. As usual, wearing sandals whenever it's muddy is not a good idea, by the way. Anyway, we're back with another video because as usual, we wind up with some interesting weather that pops up every now and then. As you can see that way, you can't see in the video very well. Anyway, they're working on power lines. Today we had a tornado warning. Freaked me out, because I woke up with the tornado warning going off on my phone, and doesn't look like anything's down anymore, so it looks like they may have fixed it. Just working on tightening stuff down, I guess. Anyway, that popped up. And then after a bit, the power went out. Soon after, I was listening to the air, the wind and stuff outside, off in a distance. And it's like, that's severe rotation, what the heck? Came in there, talking to Mom. Got my radar on. And I found out there were 3 different tornado warnings that were on, going south of us, alongside the town, for 2 or 3, maybe 4 counties and whatnot, how big the tornado warnings were. It was a lot of just random funnels that were popping up. They were coming down really, really fast. And then they do damage. And then they disappear. And then they do it again somewhere later on. So, figured I'd come out and see what damage there was. One of the messenger things I'm with, they went ahead and posted a video of some of the damage, and I figured, wow, I haven't actually seen that type of damage other than, of course, the weather video before this one, which was specifically towards the transformer and stuff that blew up in town. But we got lucky with this. Dad was at work in Langston, and stuff over there, he had a whole bunch of rain just fly across, and after it blew past, he realized after a bit that it was rain-wrapped rotation. So it's like, okay, that's a thing that wasn't on the channel. So I figured I'd come out here and I'd see what damage there is and whatnot. So there's a lot of small limb stuff that's down the side of this dirt road here on XXX. But yeah, that field over there, it's got a bunch of power lines and different stuff that they're the main lines that come across. And supposedly, I busted and came down and we were without power for a bit. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. They'd have to shut it off properly and then go back through what all that stuff is, how it's hooked up, go ahead and can reconnect it, tighten it down, all that stuff to where it works again. But I'm just glad it didn't literally go through town itself. Instead, it went alongside town on the Langston side, and they mentioned that supposedly went across the bridge, across the river, before easing up and then supposedly just being wind for a while. And then the other side, along XXX, I think they said something about there was downbursts and whatnot. So definitely intense. Yeah, I wish I could go ahead and zoom in with this darn camera. So they got 3 different trucks out there working on power lines. So not used to them having a whole bunch of people working on stuff. This right here, though, what's left of the old 33 highway that comes out of town, a lot of this was completely being attacked by the branch. A lot of this, matter of fact, you can see the way I don't know if you can see on the camera or not, but a lot of this is pushed over, so it's like, yeah, we had some interesting wind come across this. But But yeah, a lot of this highway though, or this particular part of the highway, was completely covered by brush. And it looks like somebody's went down it, pushed it all together into a pile, and it looks like they just kept it in one spot. And it looks like some of the stuff's probably gone. There was a video and whatnot. That video, it showed pretty much everything all over the road. Dad said the same thing. So it's like, yeah, somebody's fixed it a little bit better since then. Doesn't look like it's everything severe, but they might have already picked a bunch of this up. It looks like most of it's just wind damage. But, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but over there you can see a grain silo. Like it's got a couple panels missing on top and something missing on the bottom. Whenever I get closer to over here, get a better view, I can go ahead and record, and you should be able to see the damage unless they've cleaned it up. Because this is supposedly the worst damage we had other than the power line being down. So we'll get to that here in a sec. Yeah. There is a lot of standing water here in the ditch lines and through this area. A lot of really small branches I'm having to step over. This is also an area known for a lot of snakes. So I would not advise doing what I'm doing, wearing sandals doing this. Wow. Okay, so you can definitely see the damage. Guess I can get to right where this opens up right here and then show you. This is the grain mill. It's got silo stuff that's supposed to be beside it. You can only see one, which is one of the basic silos for it. You can't see the pipe things that connected to the top, and where'd the other silo stuff go? It's over there. Squished, flattened, and thrown. And from what I've been told and whatnot, it was supposedly downbursts off of the storm. Of course, that's got my attention too. If I look way over, I don't know if y'all can see it in the camera, but way over there, it doesn't look like it's spinning, but there's a lowering coming down. And this is just drift clouds, so it's like, what exactly is that? Hopefully nothing. Yeah, from what I can tell, it's not spinning, but I got my attention real fast. But yeah, the grain silo stuff's down. Only one of them's there, and like I said, it's missing some panels and stuff on top. It completely blows my mind, because we've never actually had anything completely destroyed as far as in my lifetime. Now, maybe the first 3 years of my life, since I don't really remember any of that stuff. Maybe. And then definitely before my time, there was some stuff where a tornado supposedly twisted a tree and smashed down on a vehicle that was trying to get out of town. And they didn't know the tornado warning. It was before we had a siren in town. So thank goodness we have some kind of stuff to say now, but that's just completely tragic. Now that I've got a better angle, oh wow. Yeah, there's a lot of brush all up and down the line, so someone's got it out of the road. Most of it at least. But now that I'm looking, the speed limit sign, I don't know if someone actually ran it over, because we do have people that do that for some odd reason. But this thing's pushed over. All of this grass, Johnson grass and whatnot's completely pushed down from how high the winds are. There's the silo again, damage there. But then there's also this. Can I get a slightly better angle? Oh, there's a little bit better. There you go, now you can see it. Tripping over a darn branch again. Anyway, that right there is the top, the silo thing and whatnot. So I guess the top was pulled off and thrown. Looks like it's been pushed together as well. You got the main silo thing over there, both of them actually. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere else. It's just those two over there. Then there's the top. That's supposed to be beside that one, hooked together by pipes. I don't see the pipes anywhere. And if the pipes are not connected, then either those kept going somewhere or maybe they fell right next to it. This land was supposedly for sale, far as I knew, so I don't know exactly who actually owns this anymore. I know who supposedly was doing farming and stuff here, but that's about it. Now that I'm far enough down here, I can flip the camera around. And this, I thought maybe I could help out and push it off the road more, but it doesn't look like I can. This is one giant branch with a little bit of small stuff pushed off the road with it. And it's from right up there where it got twisted and pulled off. And then a smaller one that was connected there. And a slightly smaller one connected up there. So right here must have been where the main downburst came through. Which means that would have been right on the other side of the silo as it came across. The downburst from the wind would have pushed that. That makes sense because all this brush from where it's pushed down. That's a lot of wind to do that too. Here's another angle of that stuff there. But yeah, that's interesting. Matter of fact, that looks like there's a panel missing from the silo thing. Actually, now that I'm getting a better look, that's just one giant silo. So technically it's the same size as the one that's still good. One laying down. Yeah, so that's just one silo. Now that I'm on this side, I can see some of the piping. So some of it flew with it, and there, that little thing right there is supposed to be on top of it. So that got ripped apart and thrown. I just realized how many dead trees are right here, so it's no wonder a lot of this fell. Here's some more stuff that came down. That looks like someone tried to cut two of them spots there to trim it. And it looks like this particular storm just grabbed everything else that was extra and threw it to the ground. And yeah, that was all up and down this entire, right where the shade starts at the end of that. All the way through here to right here. Because right here, this is another tree that's 3 or 4 different pieces that looks like it's been pushed over. Matter of fact, the top right, see if I can get it in the camera. Right there, you can see where that's ripped, pushed this way. You got 2 or 3 spots there from the same tree area. It all looks like 2 trees next to each other. Shoved over, and then a bunch of this other stuff just shoved against each other. So that's some interesting damage from the wind. And then a whole bunch of the small stuff that's in this ditch line. That storm just completely chewed it up. Yeah, there's some more, few extra branches here. Is that what I think it is I'm walking up on? It's supposed to be standing up. It is. This is the Fitzgerald Creek sign, which is supposed to be standing up. It's not, and I can't remember if it actually connects right there at the ground, or if it connects a little bit further up to one of the poles to this mini bridge. But yeah, that's supposed to be standing up to where you can see it. There's another branch right here, so that might have been thrown and smacked that. Maybe it came loose and hit the ground. I don't exactly know how powerful the winds were here. The creek is definitely full. And if you're wondering why I don't go over there and see if that actually connects over there, again, I've got sandals. Matter of fact, I'm also wearing shorts with a tank top. You are not supposed to do that when you're going out to a possible snake-infested area. So again, don't do what I'm doing. Because matter of fact, if I got to get off the road because of a vehicle, since I'm right on the side of it, if there's a snake, I'd be in trouble. So yeah, don't do what I'm doing, or do it from the safety of a vehicle or something like that. Something along those lines. But yeah, a lot of this stuff's just completely pushed down. If I can get a little bit further, I'm starting to lose light. The sun's going down. It's cloudy, so this is going to get dark in a hurry. Here's okay. This is another tree that's pushed down from the field Looks like it tried to uproot. So yeah, this whole thing's just pushed over to the ground from the field. So I guess this went, as everything started down there, it came this way, went into the field, and the wind just pushed whatever it pushed. You can see a lot of, I don't know if you can see the video very well, but yeah, a lot of this Johnson grass is just completely pushed down from the wind. I'm still finding branches, pushing them off the road to go ahead and keep people from hitting them. But yeah, this definitely interesting. Pull that off the road. There's a few people to stay away from the blind spot on the other side of town where the highway connects. They come out to this side. I wind up having to completely watch where I'm going, what all I'm doing. Because again, if I gotta get off the road, I gotta get off the road. I'm just tripping over every darn branch on the side. They're tiny branches. But something else I'm wanting to do, Dad mentioned that the river was up. So I figured I'd take a walk, survey the basic damage that's there, walk out to the river. Along the old highway where the bridge used to be before they condemned that, because that was old style and it kept having problems. When they built the new highway, had a brand new bridge that's even longer, but it's built much better. There's just small branches everywhere. Yeah. I wish on action cam you could get the darn camera to always stay on when you want it to. Okay, Highway 33 is over there. This is the old Highway 33, except it was supposed to keep going. That over there is where it's closed, and is where the old bridge used to be. They took it out, they used some of the lines, electro lines were rerouted to make it easier for stuff. But yeah, it came down right through there, coming this way, went that side into the field and pushed some of this stuff down. The direction from the way this grass, and when it's pushed this way, it went that way, and the wind just pushed stuff over, whatever was weak enough. I don't know if you can see it in the, I can only barely see it in the camera, right tip of my finger. There's a light. That light is, as far as I know, it's over in Langston. If I get over here, you can probably see it better. Now I can see it. It's that little white ball. That's a stadium light over in Langston. Well, over there was where, supposedly, when it came across Langston, it was completely rain wrapped, and from what Dad was mentioning, they got a whole bunch of stuff dumped on them. That supposedly came down alongside on that side of the highway, kept going, and then supposedly crossed the bridge as everything went that way. It went northeast. So I don't know if they had much damage over there. There's a tree limb on the ground. Some people might have came down here to go ahead and keep an eye on stuff. But yeah, I figured I'd come out here and look at the river real quick before it gets too dark. It is, matter of fact, I can feel the temperature dropping now. So I need to get done with this and get my butt to walking home. Get out of this cold, because we're set to be, for the next several days, as far as I know, is low to mid 60s for highs. But during the night is anywhere from, I think it was anywhere from low to high 40s. So I guess that'll vary however it goes. Tonight, I believe it was around 47. And it just keeps going lower from there for the next, at least 4 days for sure. Maybe a week from now, I think they said something about maybe 39, and it's like, that's cold. Well, at least I know some people are out here. This gate's open. That trail is, it looks like it's being used quite a bit. There is a tree broke over there, but that's someone's property. I can't go there. Only right here on the road. Only because it's an access road to get to the river. But, matter of fact, now that I'm thinking, oh, there's, wow. So yeah, the darn screen would stay on. Okay, that right there is another branch that came over. Possibly an entire tree. A bunch of this stuff's crinkled. Aw. I think that might have been a lightning flash off in a distance. Yeah, I need to get this done. I need to get back because I don't want my camera getting wet. My phone, I'm playing Pokemon Go while doing this. It says it's raining, so at least that particular part's wrong. But that also means that we have rain around us. It also is dark in the game now, so 30 minutes, possibly less, we're going to wind up with darkness. I don't want to be out here during the darkness. We have, within 20 feet or so, just off one of the dirt roads, XXX downtown, for the old railroad right-of-way, we have, from what me and Dad was noticing, we had where some pigs, some month or two back, had been. Maybe just a month now, because it was fresh, but it wasn't fresh. It was during one of the last rainstorms we had. But the further I go out here towards the river, we supposedly have bobcats. I do not want to be out here, so I need to walk faster. Darn screen. Okay, the screen's back on. Some other tree that came down, some branches. Branch there. Some limbs here. Oh, that's a pretty good sized limb. That last limb, for how big it is, that might have been from the storm before that. I gotta really be careful through here. Okay. There's a big branch down over there. Small limbs down over here. I need to hurry. This is normally where the snakes pop up the most. Thank goodness it's winter, but again, don't trust that. We're not actually in winter yet. It's just the beginning of fall. Not even the middle of fall just yet. It's getting close. Dude. Okay, I need to get on the main thing, so cross the railing. I'm back on the highway itself instead of beside it. There's a dirt pile on it. And last time I was down here in one of the videos you should have saw before this, I don't remember exactly by how many, but that's where a snake was, and it looks like someone made that pile bigger to where you can't get beside it. Matter of fact, it looks like someone left their boat here. Wow. Okay, I don't know how well you can see in this camera. You should be able to see it fairly well. But that over there, there's the bank on the other side. And then you can see the water right there. Yeah, right there where my finger is at, tip of it, is the bank on this side. The river is completely full, bank to bank. It is flat out full of river foam all over the other side for sure. I can't tell on this side because, like I said, I'm losing light. There is some stuff floating in it. Looks like some brush and stuff. And there's a whole ton of whirlpools. And from what I know, this particular river is a double river. You got this, the main river itself. The bottom of the river is nothing but sand, and supposedly below that is where water moves, so you get quicksand here real easily. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that in the darn video or not, but I can. It's got a bunch of really huge whirlpools. They're there, then they're gone, then they're there again. Each time it finds a hole at the bottom of where the sand's at, where it opens up. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of rain from upstream. Over there's the new bridge, by the way. And these power line should be like right in through here, somewhere in there. Well, somewhere through here, I think, is where it connects on the other side. And right there, directly in line with the road, that is where the old bridge used to be. So yeah, this is definitely interesting. Oh no. With my glasses on, I'm starting to see my breath, so the temperature's going down, and I'm starting to feel sprinkles. So I need to get my butt back over this rail. I need to get my butt back to town before my camera gets wet. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle. I really hope it doesn't pour, because that's going to be very dangerous. Okay, this is Jean Wolf signing off for now. Hopefully we don't have more weather like this, just rain and basic storms. Lightning's a little bit, I don't mind it. I just don't want the hail and anything severe. So, oh wow, I've even lost network. I'm so far out here. Okay, I got it back. Yeah, that tells me the networking's a bit messed up. Since the power lines are down, it's a mist rain. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here before something bad happens. So this is Young Wolf signing off for now, and I'll catch you later.